Count Me In for Kids was about bringing people together, exploring ways that we could better support families and children in the DHS system, prevent families from even entering the DHS system, and to connect resources for those who needed them, be they service provider or be they families of these children.
Being a part of it has meant so much to me and to my organization, to Family Builders. We've been able to create new partnerships and new relationships with other organizations in the community. We've been able to enhance our relationship with Department of Human Services, and all of that translates into just much better services and outcomes for the families that are affected by abuse.
I remember attending the first meeting of Count Me In for Kids. I can't believe it's been 6 years. But looking around the room and realizing all the different sectors that were represented there, and seeing people come together around this issue of how do we better serve children and families who are struggling in our community.
What I saw was a group of passionate people who understood that it would take a community to do a job. It would take a community to help us raise our kids. What I saw was a lot of energy. I saw a lot of commitment. And through that commitment, I've seen a continued demonstration of collaboration, the way our communities can work most effectively.
One of the things that I have appreciated most about the Count Me In for Kids collaboration has been the opportunity to develop relationships with other organizations.
I was immediately brought into the fold, became a family member, and this wasn't, who is this? This was, how are we going to be a part of this mighty, mighty force? And can we be a part of this great campaign and great team?
As a foster care provider, I was all too familiar with how children were traumatized by separation from their birth families. And the program that I thought was the best of all was Safe Families.
A group of activists here that were worried about the state of children and families in Oklahoma came to me and Senator Treat and asked if we wouldn't help, which we did, and ran what we called the Safe Families Initiative legislation. It was a rewarding project and is bearing fruit in Oklahoma, and something that, I'm proud of.
The Safe Families is a volunteer movement of churches, and there are ways for every person in a church to be engaged in Safe Families. And I just knew that what I heard from these people from Count Me In for Kids was something I wanted to be involved in.
What I love about Count Me In for Kids is many organizations that come together and rally and support each other. In essence, it's like many streams that come together to make a mighty river that have made incredible changes in the lives of Oklahoma's kids.
I get so inspired at the end of every meeting. Nobody leaves. The meeting's over and people walk across the room and they say, hey, can I ask you about something? Could we meet? Could we talk? I have a program I need some help on. It's a beautiful thing.
The idea of a collaborative in Oklahoma or Central Oklahoma is not new. They've been tried and unfortunately haven't been very successful. But when Count Me In for Kids came as a notion, it came because there were a lot of dreams involved, dreams of all of the individual organizations. And those dreams very democratically manifested themselves into a unified vision. And at least for me, someone having been a little bit skeptical that so many organizations could come together and put aside individual agendas for their organization and form a collective dream was pretty remarkable.